Hello everyone. So I'm kind of hoping that some of you got most of these correct by now, but let's have a look. So number 1, I graduated in art. That is a lie. I graduated in design. Number 2, I have a sister who's 10 years younger than me. That is a lie. She's 5 years younger than me. Number 3, I was the only person in my immediate family to graduate. That is true. My older sister did actually attend university, but only for a year. Number 4, my dad is a jazz singer. That's true. And I'll leave a link in this video to a YouTube video that he uploaded of him singing. Some people say that I look a lot like him. I hope I don't, because he's enormous. He's very large, very chubby. Number 5, I have 5 cousins. That's true. I have 1 on my mum's side and I have 4 on my dad's side. Number 6, when I was a child, I wanted to be a movie star. False. No. In fact, I wanted to be an ice cream van lady, because when I was in primary school, we used to have an ice cream van that would come at dinner time, and you would bring 10 pence. I think it was 10 pence, and you could buy a 99er for that. And I always thought, what an amazing job she has, because she can have ice cream whenever she wants. So that's what I wanted to be when I grew up, an ice cream van lady. Number 7, I posed for a Christmas poster. That's true. When I worked at the Royal Armouries, the manager there asked if I would wear this red sort of leotard outfit and be on the front cover of their Christmas parties, promotions, that kind of thing poster. And I agreed, because I thought it would just be fun. And so when they went to hand out these posters or flyers, there was thousands of pictures of me in the train station, and all around the Leeds city centre. It was really bizarre to see. And it was a terrible photo of me as well. I looked really, really chubby in it, and really sort of, it was horrible. Anyway, so that's true. Number 8, I was good at maths at school. False. Not a chance. No, I was absolutely dreadful. In fact, in high school, generally, I was the class clown. I was just always giggling in the back and then being told off and had to come to the front of the class or being sent out or anything like that. No, I was not good at maths. Number 9, I do not have my driver's license. True. I've never sort of stayed in a place long enough to actually do that, if that makes any sense. Apart from uni, when I was there, I had to be there for 3 years. The rest of the time, I've just been here, there, and everywhere, so it's never come up. But I would like to do it, but I would like to get my motorbike license. I'd love to have a motorbike. Okay, where am I? Number 10, I love to swim. Yes, of course, that's true. Number 11, I can do a one-handed cartwheel. That's true. Number 12, I took modern and jazz classes all throughout my childhood. That is also true. Love to dance. In fact, when I applied for university, it was actually between dance and design. And because of sort of outside influences and people telling me, advising me which one to choose, I went with design. Number 13, I love to go hunting. As if, no, ooh, no, I despise that. Number 14, I was once stung by a wasp on my toe. True. It bloody hurt. And my toe swelled up. I mean, I have little chubby toes, but if you can imagine, it just swelled up even more. It was just hilarious, but not at the time. I had to get ice cubes to just try and get the swelling down. I thought, what an arse. You know, wasps are arseholes. I like bees because at least they do something, but wasps just go around hurting everyone. I can't remember if I took it, maybe an antihistamine. But yeah, I always get stung. I've been stung so many times. What was the next one? Number 15, I love oh my goodness. It's so embarrassing that I can't say that word. Ventriloquism. That is 100% false. In fact, those type of dummies, you know what I mean? Those dummies are actually one of my biggest phobias, along with sharks. Those dummies of any kind, and in some respects some dolls, and you know the mannequins in shops, I have a phobia of them. Number 16, I hate the colour blue. It's false. It's my favourite colour. Number 17, I have lived and worked in the Middle East. That is true. I lived in Bahrain, or they say Bahrain, and I worked in high school. Number 18, I own 2 dogs. True. I own a French Pomeranian or something called Jack, and a Maltese called Mr. Benjamin. Number 19, my favourite animal is a dog. That's actually false. My favourite animal is a baby monkey. Number 20, I watch cartoons. Very true, and on a daily basis. Number 21, I won a beauty competition when I was a child. It's true. And my mum still has the newspaper clipping and framed it from that. I can't remember what that was for. I think it was in Debenham's store, clothes store. Something to do with that. My mum will probably make a comment about what that actually was. I can't remember. I was a kid. I think I was maybe 4 or 5. Number 22, I usually wake up very early. True. I usually wake up on a normal day where I've had a good night's sleep and I've gone to bed, you know, and had a good 8 hours. I wake up between sort of 5, 6, 7. Number 23, I can recite almost every Disney movie word for word. It's true. It is true. And the songs as well. I will be randomly walking around my apartment singing Disney songs, probably on a weekly, daily basis. Number 24, I've had blue hair. True. I've had red hair, I've had pink hair, I've had blue hair, I've had black hair. Black hair is actually my favourite. However, I learnt that I have severe allergies to a chemical that they put in black hair dye. And the first time I dyed my hair black, it was fine. I didn't have a reaction. But I probably developed this allergy to it, and this one time I dyed my hair, my face literally went like this, and my eyes were like this, but they were almost closed, and I looked unrecognizable, and of course my family took 1,000 pictures of me, and rightly so. They probably still have them, but I was unrecognizable. And it lasted a good week before there was any signs of it reducing, and I was absolutely terrified. Of course, I had to go to hospital, and I hate hospitals. That's another phobia of mine. It was horrific. But if I could have any colour hair, I would have black hair, because I think black hair and blue eyes is really nice, and I think blonde hair and brown eyes is really nice. I think those two combinations are just perfect. But anyway, next one, number 25. I am not claustrophobic. That's false. I'm very claustrophobic. To the point where I have nightmares about it. I had a nightmare once that I was buried upside down in a coffin, and it took me years to get over it, and that was just a dream. Elevators, I'm not too bad in. I mean, you would think if I'm claustrophobic, that would be the worst thing, but it's not actually. It's just the idea of being closed into like a very small box or something like that. Oh, number 26, I'm afraid of spiders. That is false. I don't mind them. I feel sorry for them. Because most people are afraid of spiders, aren't they? And I just feel so sorry for them because they're just instantly trodden on without a second thought. If I see a spider, I'll just try and scoop it up and put it outside. Anyway, number 27, my job in Corfu was a dancer. That's true. I worked for a big swing that you were harnessed into, and there was two pieces of scaffolding holding this huge swing, and on the scaffolding was two platforms, and I danced on one of them for 2 hours every night. I loved it, and I had a t-shirt that said promoted sky surfer and shorts with sky surfer on and a spotlight on me. And basically it was because the ride was so far away from all the bars and restaurants. So it was a way of attracting people's attention. So there was nothing, seedy or anything gross about it. It was a family swing. But just to sort of catch people's attention a little bit more, they decided to put a couple of people just, dancing around and promoting the ride. I did that not for too long because it was exhausting in that heat for 2 hours solid, and I had to be escorted up this scaffolding and stand on this platform. And then once I was on the platform, he would climb back down the ladders, and I was literally stuck there for 2 hours. So I couldn't do it for that long. I think I only did it for about 3 months. Next one, number 28, I have been married. That's true. It only lasted 2 years. It was with a Korean man who ended up being a bit of a Burke in the end. Would I marry again? Probably not. Number 29, I love roller coasters. True. I love anything fast, like motorbikes, quad bikes, those electronic scooters. I don't really like going backwards on roller coasters. That kind of churns my stomach a little bit. But I love anything fast. But at a fairground or an amusement park, I wouldn't go on anything that just spins around. I would throw up instantly. Number 30, I have visited the USA, America. It's false. I've never been to America. Of all the places that I've been to in the world, you would think I would have, gone to America by now, but I haven't. Number 31, I love old movies. True. I love old movies. That's probably influenced by my father, always having old movies on, and we just kind of watch them with him. I love old musicals like West Side Story and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, Sound of Music, Mary Poppins, you know, that kind of stuff. But I love the old ones with Margaret Rutherfield, is it? Margaret Rutherfield. She was in Blithe Spirit. And that old man, I always forget his name, but he looks like my Uncle Alan. In, what's it called? That high school one. Something, and the high school kids are dead naughty and he's the headmaster. Anyway, number 32, I hate rainy days. That's false. They are my favourite type of day. I know that sounds strange. Number 33, I hate spicy food. That's so false. I love spicy food. I can outspice any of you. I'm only joking. Yeah, I love curry. Curry is literally probably up there with seafood for me. Has been my favourite all-time foods. Number 34, I once got a peanut stuck up my nose. It's true. And I had to be taken to hospital and have it surgically removed. I have very vague memories of that. Just seeing this bowl of peanuts on the table and my mum telling me not to go near them. But then sort of instead of touching them, I sniffed them. And I sniffed one right up my nose. And the next memory I have of that is being in the car and my older sister hitting me on the back so that I didn't sniff this peanut up any further. And the funny thing is, with my mum, she did exactly the same at my age, at her age, with a bead. So that's quite strange. Yeah, so I did do that, which is so like me. Number 35, the last one, I once got caught in a rip current and had to be rescued. That's true. That happened last year. It was on Hainday Beach. It was a gorgeous day in the summer. And I don't actually swim too far out when I go in the ocean because of sharks. I like to be able to still see, you know, the sand underneath me. If it gets really dark blue, I've gone too far out and I'll come back. But so I'd gone so far out, and next thing I know, I'm in this washing machine that I can't get out of. And I remember just sort of being underwater a lot, but being able to come up every couple of seconds. And I managed to get this because I'm a really strong swimmer. So I'm surprised this ever happened, but it did. So be fair warned to everybody, you know, if there's a rip current and there's a warning, don't think just because you're a strong swimmer that you'll be okay, because nature just, you know. So I was in this washing machine and there was a couple of moments where I could come up for breath. And after what felt like hours, I realised I was caught in this and I couldn't get out of it. And I tried swimming, but my arms were going everywhere. It was horrible. And I remember just going up and sort of yelling, help. And after a while, I was like, help me. And then I don't really remember that much. I just remember this big hand and then just being flopped into this big orange boat. And I had to go to hospital because obviously I'd inhaled a lot of water and my breathing, you know, the oxygen, I had to have like the little tubes up my nose and things like that. It was absolutely terrifying, but I wanted to get back in the water the following day because I didn't want to have any kind of repercussions or, you know, fears of going back in the water because that's my most favourite thing to do. But sort of friends and family stopped me from doing that. So I've yet to go swimming in the ocean since that, actually. So I'll be quite surprised to see my reaction to that, actually. But anyway, so that's that. That's all the answers. Oh, sorry, that just totally covered the screen. So I hope some of you got that right, some of those questions right. And if not, you know a little bit more about me now. Okay, thank you for watching. Until the next time.